Good morning, learners. I want to teach you the 2 times table. 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 4 equals 8. 2 times 5 equals 10. 2 times 6 equals 12. 2 times 7 equals 14. 2 times 8 equals 16. 2 times 9 equals 18. 2 times 10 equals 20. 2 times 11 equals 22. And 2 times 12 is 24. In term 1, we taught you to say it like a parrot and that you need to know it. How we worked it, we took the number chart and we circled the numbers. We counted bunny hops on the chart and we circled the number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. Now, if I take my tables grid, you see orange numbers on the side from 1 all the way down to 12, and on the top of the chart from 1 to 12. So I could take the first one, let's say 2 times 1. Put my left hand on the first 2, and I put my right hand on the top, number 1. I move my fingers together and I say 2 times 1 equals, yes, you are correct, 2. Now put your finger on 2 on the chart with your left hand and on the top, 2. By moving the 2 orange numbers together, we get the answer 2 times 2 equals 4. Let's try the next one. 3 times 2. Put your finger on 3 and move it towards the 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. And so you will find that the 2 times table, we've got the numbers where we count in 2s, from 2 all the way down to 24. So that is the 2 times table. Now, good morning, learners. I want to Now, learners, I want to take you a little bit further. In the 2 times table, we're going to ask you at times to take numbers that don't fit on our timetable grid. For example, the number 16. I don't find in the orange numbers the number 16 at all, or 35 or 123. So I'm not going to be able to do the sum using the chart, but I have to break the number smaller. So let's look at our first sum there. 16 times 2 is equal to some missing number, and we don't know what it is. So you've got to break up the number 16 into tens and units. 16 is 10 times 2 plus 6 times 2. So we can use our chart now. Put your finger on the 10, on the orange 10, and on the top orange 2. 10 times 2, put it together, is 20. All right, then we take the 6 times 2. Put your finger on the orange 6, and on the top, the 2. Join your fingers together. 6 times 2 equals 12. So we know that 16 times 2 so far is 20 plus 12. Now you do it in your head. 20 plus 12 equals 32. Let's take the next one. 35 times 2. And there's a missing number. I have to break the 35 up into 30 and 5. So let's write it out. So we write equals 30 times 2 plus 5 times 2. So that is equal to 30 times 2. Okay, so we say that 2 times a 0 is 0. We always said any number times a 0 is always a 0. 2 times the 3 equals 6, which is 60. Very good. Now I put the plus sign, and I take the next sum that's in brackets. 5 times 2. I can use my chart or do it in my head. 5 on the orange number and the 2 on the orange number at the top. Put it together and you get the answer 10. All right, so 35 times 2 so far is 60 plus 10, which is equal to 70. Now in grade 3, we can even give you a number that's got 3 parts, like the number 123. It's made up of 3 digits. So we've got to break it up now into hundreds, tens, and units. So we say 123, break it up into 100, 20 plus 3. So let's put our first bracket. 100 times by 2 is our first step. Put a plus sign. 20 times 2 in brackets plus 3 times 2 in brackets. So 100 times 2. So let's start with 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. So 100 times 2 equals 200. Plus, now we write down the plus sign, and now we take our second bracket. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. And I write the plus. In the third bracket, we've got 3 times 2. You can use your chart or do it in your head. 3 times 2 equals 6. So we get the answer. 200 plus 40 plus 6 equals 246. Well done, learners. Try the activity books to see if you can do doubling and multiplication. Please practice your 2 times table by saying it out 3 times to yourself out loud and writing it out for teacher. Thank you, learners. Bye-bye.